everyone. Uh, Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Audrey's Artistry. We're here again for another look, another makeup tutorial. You know what I'm saying? And it's the basics. That's what we're gonna call it. It's classes in session. I need a little ruler or something because we about to learn these basic skills. And we just really gonna have this series and just break down these techniques for you guys. So the first episode of the series is about face application and the brushes that I use. It's very detailed. I'm gonna tell you my favorite brushes, my other recommendation for brushes, my favorite foundation, primers, all that. I'm gonna try to keep it inexpensive, but look, there's just some stuff that I can't help it. All right, so let's get started, guys, and pay attention. Write down all your questions and leave them in the comment box below. And don't forget to subscribe and like me. You want to subscribe now because you don't want to miss the rest of the video. Alright, first things first. We're going to use our CBD oil to moisturize. Now, if you have oily skin, you don't have to use CBD oil. I use this because I have like dry spots in my face when the wintertime comes. So that's why I use that. And then I'm going to use my hyaluronic essence spray by Makeup Revolution. Both of these are by Makeup Revolution Skincare. If you have combination or oily skin, you can use a face moisturizer, anything to moisturize your skin, to put moisture into your skin. I don't care if you're oily, you still need to moisturize your skin before doing a makeup application. Good skincare equals a flawless makeup application, period. And that's just how it is, you know. I also like to use the Farsol's unicorn tears, but it's so much more expensive, along with their skin tune blurring primer as well. I love those too, but those are like $50. But you can get the Makeup Revolution from Ulta, and they're in the $10 to $20 range. So once I place that oil all over my face, I pat and rub it in, mostly trying to pat it into my skin, and then I spray that hyaluronic essence spray on top. Now, Becca is not a cheap primer, guys, but like I said, that's one of the primers I recommend. This primer is perfect for oily skin people. Combination. So I have combination skin, and basically I'm putting in the areas that I get oily first, and that's in the T-zone. So that's why I placed that primer. If you have dry skin, the Benefit Professional primer is perfect. I use that as well, and I also use the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Bomb, okay, bomb. Paired with the Becca, it's my favorite combo. But that's $60. I really heard good things about the Putty primer. It's supposed to be a direct dupe of the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I haven't been able to get my hands on it because every time it's sold out. So guys, if you see it, get it, because it's a direct dupe of the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Now for extra coverage and for my oily girls, use a translucent primer before your foundation. So I have dark areas in my face that I like to have extra coverage, especially around the mustache area and a little bit under the eye. So I use a translucent powder closer to my skin tone after I apply my primer to give me that extra coverage. This is also perfect for all day wear. So if I'm going to wear my makeup, I know all day, like 6 a.m. until I go to bed at night, I always put a translucent powder closer to my skin tone before I apply my foundation. It also helps with using less foundation. You know, if you want a lighter beat, a lighter, makeup application, using that translucent powder first helps a lot. And so now I am applying the Urban Decay Naked Foundation. Let me tell you something. People are sleeping on the Urban Decay Naked Foundation because they have different undertones. So this is a yellow warm, because I'm mostly neutral, but I have some warmth sometimes. So I got the yellow, I think the yellow warm undertone foundation. I'll put the exact one I got below. As you can tell, I'm struggling with showing y'all the brush that I'm using. I'm using my favorite foundation brush right now, which is my Sephora Pro foundation brush in number 47. I think it's like $20 to $30, and I love it. And this little bitty brush is what I was using earlier, which is my e.l.f. concealer brush. Struggle, come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go, the flawless concealer brush. So that was the brush I used to put the translucent powder on. So basically when I place my foundation on, I just put it on my face and I'm just brushing it down my neck, all over my face, and then I'm going to go into some stippling motions, pushing it into my skin. Yes, bring it down that neck. Because my face is totally darker than the rest of my body. So I basically match my foundation to my chest a little bit and bring it down my neck. It is a little bit darker than my body right now because, of course, I've lightened up because it's not summer anymore. It's a good fall. So my body is starting to lighten back up. So but I still love it and I like to balance it out with my concealer anyway, so it's okay if my foundation is just a little bit darker than my face or my body because I'm going to even it all out when it comes to the concealer. Yes, I put foundation on my ears, on my neck. I want to look like one even person. See how neutral I am? And see how warm, yeah, warm, neutral that foundation is? I do that on purpose because it helps with my contouring and everything. So we'll see that later, how everything plays together. Alright, once we're finished stippling our foundation into our skin, we're going to use our concealers. This combination is pure heaven. My whole face game has changed since I started using the NARS Radiant Creaming Concealer with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer. So I use the NARS Hazelnut concealer. It's more so closer, like a darker concealer. I can wear this if I don't wear makeup in just areas I want to, get a little bit more coverage and go without wearing foundation. It does have a little bit of brightening to it, but it's not overpowering. So once I place that concealer in all of the points of my face I want to highlight, with concealer, you put it in areas you want to accentuate, you want to bring light to. So I want to bring light to my forehead because, I want to kind of create this dimension that, I have a small forehead. And then I put it under my eyes because I want to bring light to under my eyes, above my lip, and my chin. Now the deep Shape Tape concealer, as you can tell, is way more lighter because I want to, have that snatched highlight. But I wanted you guys to see how when you blend these two colors together, you get like the perfect highlighting combination, and it's actually the perfect color. Yeah. So back to my favorite flawless concealer brush that I just love so much. I love this brush. Another substitution for this brush is the Real Techniques concealer brush, one of my other favorites. But I wanted to stick with a lot of affordable brushes for this video, um, because I do want you guys to be able to, add to your makeup kit or your personal makeup kit, but with affordable things. The e.l.f. cosmetic brushes range from $3 to $10. All of the brushes I'm using today. So I just wanted to make sure that I was using something for you guys. Now the same thing with my concealer. I'm patting and swiping, patting and swiping, patting. More so patting. I know a lot of you have the beauty blenders going. Now I do use a beauty blender, but for full coverage, I would recommend a brush. I don't know, like the brush, it's easier to like really push the product into your face instead of wiping it away with the beauty blender, and you save a lot of product that way as well. As you can tell, I snatched my nose, honey, with that concealer. I like to keep that highlighted area on the bridge of my nose because I do want to slim my nose. Even though my nose is already slim, I just like to have that extra slim contoured nose. Now, I did not place any product under my cheekbones. I used the leftover on my brush to carve out my cheekbones under my contour line. Now, after blending all of that highlighter in, we're going to contour with our Juvia's Place concealer. I forgot which number it is. I'll just place it below. Oh, I got it in my sideburns, in my little frontal sideburns. Oh my gosh. But yes, this is my favorite concealer to contour with. It snatches. And I also love the Juvia's Place concealer. I use that to highlight as well. But I wanted to use the NARS and Tarte Shape Tape. They aren't that inexpensive. The Juvia's Place will be a little bit more affordable than the Tarte and the NARS. But hey, you know, I just really love this concealer to contour though. It gives me that nice warmth, bronzy kind of feel with this concealer and the color of it. And so I like to look really bronzed and snatched in the face. And I did take it under my chin, and to carve, I want to make my chin look a little bit smaller and my face look a lot smaller. So you want to contour in all the areas you want to make slim, honey. So we want to make under that chin, that jawline, the cheekbones. We're going to suck those on in. We want to accentuate our nose contour, so we're going to make it even smaller, and then make our forehead a little bit smaller as well. Now, if you already have a small forehead, I do not recommend contouring. You do not need it. I actually recommend that you just highlight in that area because you don't want to make your forehead look extra small, if that makes sense. Now, if you have a big forehead, baby girl, contour. Contour that thing and highlight, okay? Create illusion. Make that thing a little bit smaller, okay? So I did use that 47 brush to go back and kind of blend my highlighted areas and contour so they don't be like separated. You want a nice flawless finish, one smooth face. Now I'm using one of my favorite e.l.f. brushes again. It's one of the crease brushes I'm using to do my nose contour. Now with nose contour, pay very, very close attention. I take it up into my crease, my upper crease, in the front part of my brow because I want it to look like it's a part of my facial structure. Okay, so I blend it up into my upper crease, under my brow highlights, up to the front part of my brows. And let me tell you, it gives you a whole nother look, okay? That nose will be so snatched, baby. Wait till we finish applying our powders and stuff and set it in place. That nose is going to be everything. Now, a little concealer goes a long way, so please do be careful. And we're just going to continue and smooth everything out by using our 47 brush to pat everything in place. Golly, look at that nose. That's my favorite thing. Oh my god, my nose. I was gonna do brows in this, but I was having a bad brow day, so we didn't record that part. So now I'm about to make a big ass mess. Oh, yes, I picked up too much powder on my brush, but you know, we're gonna make it work. This is the honey setting powder from Fenty, and I like to use that to set my under highlight. So, guys, the real reason why I am doing a voiceover because my mood totally changed during the recording of this video. As you can tell, my eyes are like really red and they're watering up because the news had just broke on the baby girl, 3-year-old Cupcake Camille McKinney. Her body was found, and so that news broke while I was recording this video, and it really just hurt my feelings. It really did. She's from Birmingham, where I'm from, and you know, as a city, we were just all praying and hoping that, you know, they find her and just bring her back safely. So once we finish setting her face, just go in with my e.l.f. pointed powder brush and just take that extra powder away. I use way too much powder to set, but you know, it's okay. We took it away. Um, but yeah, I love this setting powder because, especially if you have pores, like you want to just extra smooth finish, that powder really helps. Like, gives you another smoothing mechanism to your face application. I'm really trying not to cry at this point. I hate it. I really had to take a break, guys, and come back to finish this. But so, yes, I finished taking off that powder. And what I'm going to do is take my Makeup Revolution Essence Spray. This is my favorite in between application makeup spray to kind of spray my face when I use a lot of powders, so it can be very skin like. I like my face to be skin light. You can be highlighting contour for days, but I do not want a cakey look, and it prevents that for me to spray in between my powder applications. So now I'm going to take the infallible L'Oreal infallible compact, and I'm going to set it in the areas I highlighted. It's a lighter powder, and it's full coverage because I do want that color to remain in my face. Because like I said, when I blended out that concealer, you know, it's a good color, but this just intensifies it a little bit more, you know. As you can tell, my face is starting to balance out with the rest of me, and I just love it. Everything is about blending and balance. Blending and balance when it comes to a face application. So it was the powder in Classic Tan, which is number 700. And you'll see that I use it throughout my face application because I just want to make sure, you know, we are set and good. Look at that face, girl. Yes, I take it to accentuate my nose to make sure my nose is extra slim, like I like it, you know. I'm really packing it on in that nose area to clean up that nose contour. Now, this makeup look is not about eyes or this video, so I'm just going to show you a nice little cheat sheet for, you know, eyes for when you're just doing face. Just do a little concealer on the lid like so. This is one of my flat brushes from the crayon case, one of my pencil brushes, and I just pat my concealer on my lid to make it look like I have like a neutral lid color. I just place it there to add some dimension into my eyes because, of course, we do want to look a little done in that area. You know, I know some girls don't like the eyeshadow, but baby girl, add a little concealer to the eyelid and set it, and then bronze that crease, and you is good. Okay, just don't do your face and leave your eyes hanging. I don't like the dark eye look. That's not my thing. So I'm gonna take another brush to pat on. That's the shadow blender brush. To pat on a little of that setting powder in honey to set that concealer in place. Pat, pat, pat. There's a lot of pat, pat, pat going around. Now, once that's finished, it's time to bronze, honey. And I'm using a new full spectrum CoverGirl color in, what's that? Can't see it. Can't see it, girl. Back up. Hope you guys saw it because I didn't see it. So I'm just going to place the color below. It's actually, CoverGirl brought this bronzer back out because it's supposed to be the duplication from the Queen Collection CoverGirl bronzer that was so popular for our deep melanated melanated queens, honey. So I'm going to put that in my crease and bring it down my nose. If you notice when I do eyeshadow, whichever color I use, it's like my transition color, I bring it down my nose. It's just, I don't know, it just gives me this one even, full, swift blend. It's also manipulating how my eyeshadow and my nose structure can restructure my face. I don't know really how to explain it, guys. But yeah, gonna bronze my face with this bronzer. La bronzer. So I like my bronzers with a little warmth in it, so like a little red. This bronzer, along with the Fenty Mocha Mummy, is my favorite bronzers to use because I like to look warm and, tan. You do have neutral and cool bronzers, but I just feel like warm bronzers look better on my already neutral skin. So I just like to, warm it up some more. So this is Mocha Mummy, and I'm going to take that on top of that CoverGirl bronzer as well. I want to call it Ebony, but I'm not sure. Yes, bronze that face up to bring the warmth and the color back in the face. Now, I do recommend that you do use some kind of bronzer though, because you do want to bring that warmth back in your face after using all of those concealers to highlight and powders to set. So you really want to get that warmth back in your face. Cut the nose contour up, honey. Let's place our powder on that bridge of our nose and dust it away to accentuate it some more. This base. Now we ready for anything. We're ready for, if you just want to put liner on and lashes, you can do that. If you want to, put an eye look on, you can do that too. But this is our base. I really hope you guys enjoyed this step-by-step face tutorial. And, get your life. Okay? Holla, did we forget highlighter? But I did add some of my highlighter drops into my foundation. I forgot to mention that earlier. But we're going to put a little bit more here. And here, you know what I'm saying? For those that want a little highlight, we just gonna dab that on up in like that, you know what I'm saying? Baby, it is bomb. Especially when you put this as your base for your powder highlight. Put it in that foundation. You have a forever glow, honey. Forever. Forever glow. Look how we just added that nice little sheen. I didn't put as much as I usually put inside my foundation. But we got that glow going. And my favorite highlighter to use is Chasing the Sun by Dose of Colors. And I'm going to show you guys the brush that I use to put it on. This brush is my Zoeva brush. So we're just going to dab the baby on like that. Like that. Now, who ready? We ready. So that's our base. So I hope to see you guys for the next class. We're gonna get all up in the eyes. We're gonna get into these eyes, baby. We're gonna apply lashes. We're gonna apply some eyeshadow, and then, you know, we're gonna do a lip and all that. So we're gonna keep it neutral, simple, real sweet. So come back for the next class. In order to know about the next class, you have to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, baby, and hit the bell notification so you won't miss out on the next class, okay? See you later. Bye.